Good evening, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Virtual Sim League Season 12, round number 9, as we head to the Marina Bay Circuit for one of the longest tracks on the VSL calendar, the Singapore Grand Prix. Full grid, full turnout tonight. It should be a good one. My name is Jess Ball, and joining me in the commentary once again is Matta. Matta, how are you, and do you have a nice Easter?
I did, Jess. Happy Easter. Well, it's past Easter now, but hope you all had a good Easter. Glad to be here. It's a bit hot, a bit humid in Singapore, and the chocolate is melting. But yeah, excited to get started.
Yes, we've got 4 more rounds left of the VSL Season 12 season, the last proper season on F1 23, so we may as well make the most of it. A reminder of what the calendar is like for the final 4 rounds. We've got Singapore obviously tonight, we've got China next week, Belgium on the 17th, and the final one is Portugal, where we got 2 short races for the final round of the season, which was decided by a wheel. So those are the final 4 rounds. By the end of it, we will have our final champion on F1 23.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too early to pick yet, but it's down to 3 drivers. Yeah, down to 3 drivers at the moment. I think Leroy's just dropped out of it the last few rounds, but we'll see. You don't know really. Yeah, whoever can stay the most consistent. And obviously we missed Finley, not last week because we didn't race last week, but the week before. So it's quite.
He's back this week though.
He can get back. He's back this week, so we'll see. How he gets on this week, because Glock took full advantage last week. Shame he didn't get fastest pole position, or else he would have took even more advantage. But yeah, so we'll see what Finley can do this week.
Yes, Singapore, first season Formula 1 back in 2008. We don't want to talk about what happened during that race in real life, because there are certain things which shouldn't have happened. Yeah, Crashgate. Need we say more? As Finley is about to start his lap around the circuit. It's absolutely lovely in the night. It originally was designed by, you guessed it, Herman Tilke, as most tracks are these days. 2009, curbing was reduced to the corner, become less of a challenge, and obviously now they got rid of that chicane in the final sector on this game as well, which looks very, very nice. But let's ride on board with the driver that is in the championship hunt. Dropped out of the championship lead, but he's still 1 point behind Glock, so anything is possible. Heading in towards turn 7, looking quite comfortable with the car so far as he heads towards turn 8, quite committed through there as well. He's got pole many a times at VSL where he was quite dominant at times. It could be quite close between himself and Glock. Glock is used to starting at the back, but since a couple of rounds ago, he decided he's not going to gain points by starting at the back, so he's going to qualify as well. So as Casper goes top with a 1:29.5, that is the benchmark to beat. That's a couple of seconds what I can usually do around this track. Heading towards the final sector now, and a couple of people can invalidate their laps around it. Let's see if he hasn't. Hold on, let me get the track map. No, he hasn't. He is all good. So he hasn't done what I usually do around this track. Takes it a bit slow in the final part of the lap, heading towards the final few corners, turn 22 and 23. What's it going to be for Finley? It's going to be a 1:28.5, a second quicker than his nearest rival, Casper.
And I was looking at the lap and I thought that's not a bit of understeer here and there, but yeah. Yeah, second quicker. I think Casper might need to take a bit of fuel out, but if that's the lowest fuel that Casper's got, then okay. I think everyone else has got a job on their hand.
Yeah, I think we got Glock, who's just started the run now, so we'll see how he does in comparison to Finley. We got, I think, 2 of the Alpines on no, Casper's going into the pits. It's Indigo that is on a run now as well. I know with Casper likes to do a few runs on the soft tyres around there just to warm them up a little bit, but with the tyres it just overheats so much around there. You do not want to go on it for more than 1 lap in qualifying, because you will have to use what's soft in the race, because there's a mandatory 2-stop. But here comes Indigo up to the line. I think a real competitor for pole position. can only go 4 fastest at the moment. Where's Glocker on circuit? He's heading towards the final sector. Let me get the lap data because it would help to see if he was faster or slower than Finley in the middle sector, but it was hard to tell. He's past the newly profiled final sector, which looks a lot nicer to be fair as well. And Glock takes the final few corners much nicer. As I just said that, he's hit the wall.
I'll say that, yeah.
He hit the final part before he hit the wall correctly, but Glock got up to the line. And without that hit the wall, he would have gone fastest. So, yeah, unfortunate. Yep. But it is what it is.
Yeah, he's not happy with that one at all. Was it across the line? But 5 tenths off. I don't know if he would have lost it otherwise. Oh, I don't think he'd lost 5 tenths there, but he's definitely lost a couple of tenths in the last sector. But yeah, Jasper's again on the run. Who else on out that? Matt Ryan, no one else. Kev, Pete's on a run. He's invalidated, so never mind. Tony Parr has retired from the session.
So what happened now? Oh, he's binned it. I figured it turned
sector 2.
Start of sector 2, yeah. So in the middle, I think it's just in the middle of turn 7 in towards turn 8, it looks like on the mini-map. Yep. As Kev goes up to the line. What's it going to be for him? 130.4. And I think it's... no, Ahmed's in the pits. I think it might be one of the other Williams. No, they're going to probably go into the pits most likely. Yep, they're going into the pits. So most people have done their main runs. And it's just the people near the back that still yet to set a time. So we've got Matt Ryan, Nick, Waitsy on outlaps. Pete is invalidated and he'll probably go into the pits very soon. But Matt Ryan on his way towards turn number 1 now as well. I have to say, the ones near the bottom, the likes of Nick could be in contention of the title. He's a few points behind Glock in the championship and Finley as well. So if any of the top 2 bottle it, he's the one that can pick up the piece. Of course, we got Leroy again, who's dropped off a bit, but when there's carnage, Leroy is usually there to pick up the pieces and just breeze past people. So he's there as well. I'm predicting that this is the race where he could potentially do well if people have issues. And he does have a good pace around this track as well. As, yeah, Matt Ryan's on that. And Pete's going on another run, I believe. Let's check his ERS. Yeah, he's going on another run. So he backed off his first one and he's going again. Let's hope he doesn't invalidate this time, Pete.
Oh, Endido's on another lap, by the way, Jess, and he had a bit of traffic in the form of O'Stephen. During that first sector. He was over 3 tenths up in the first sector. But he had a bit of traffic to contend with, and you know how Singapore is with the tight 90-degree corners. It's not great, but he's over 7.5 tenths up. So it's not purple. Oh, it is purple.
It is purple.
Got any damage? I don't think he has. But he's very lucky there. Even nearly touches the wall again. Oh my goodness me. We talked about pushing the limits, Jess, at Singapore. But here we go. Let's see what Indigo can do. Struggles a bit to get the turn in there, but Tony crosses the line. He jumps ahead of Casper with a 29.543. Not too far away. 2 Alpine pair, 3rd and 4th. Yeah, someone else just jumped forward, I think. Yeah, Pete, there you go. Pete was the top.
Yeah, Pete's in 10th. Not a bad lap time on scrub set of the soft tyres as well, so I know you can go quicker.
Old,
yeah, so I know you can go quicker.
Yeah. I didn't see that part, but yeah, there you go. So, yeah, Glock's on another outlap, so he's going for his 2nd run. Okay. We'll see if we did a safety car yesterday. We didn't have a safety car in Brazil. Better less mentioned about that. And then we didn't. Safety car was in the paddock, and it didn't turn up last week. So
we had one. I think we had one at the start.
Yeah, was it a VSC?
Oh, it was a VSC at the start. Yeah, there was a big pile up.
So we've not really had a safety car.
You said it now.
Stood and all, but you know, it doesn't help Leroy, who is sort of the king of the strategy concept when it comes to safety car.
That's what I said. Like, he's the one to pick up the pieces. And Matt Ryan has just posted the bingo about 7 minutes ago. I didn't check.
Yeah, 4 hours later.
Yeah.
A bit late there,
and he's predicting 3 safety cars.
3? Okay.
3 safety cars. He's
race,
predicting rain. He's
possible.
predicting Leroy top 5. And Ahmed apologises to Matt Ryan for calling him Ted Kravitz. But we won't know that because we're in the box. But I'm going to be more optimistic than that. I think we're only going to get 2 safety cars.
I'm going to make a bold prediction saying we're not going to get any.
Oh. Most of the time I've commentated around here, we had at least 1. But, it's Glock invalidated in turn 2. That's a weird place to invalidate.
That's a great start, isn't it?
That is not a good start for Glock at all. Lewis Craig's a only
by the way, Jess.
Pardon, what?
I think Indigo's on another lap.
Indigo's on another run on 4 laps, so he's doing the Casper approach.
So, yeah, quite interesting.
He hasn't got that much ERS though, so I don't think...
He's only slightly down, yeah. But, well, it's Singapore, it's not too bad. A lot of braking. But it's not obviously no traffic this time, so... And he was only slightly down, only like 400s down in the first sector, so... It'll be quite interesting to see what he can do now. Obviously, he's running a bit low on the ERS side of things, but he's definitely pushing.
He is.
4 lap old tyres, it's a bit tricky, so we'll see what he can do on the exit of after the bridge. And what sets time it comes out with, we shall see. Opens the DRS. There you go. It was 2/10 down. So I think it's the tyres there at the point. DRS.
Yeah,
so,
around it you don't want to. It burns up quite quickly. It's not like Hungary where you can go on it for a bit longer and be like, oh, I can go in the pits if I wanted to as well. But I think Indigo will have to come in. Yes, he is coming in. He's running out of VRS anyway. Is anyone else on a run? Yarham's on a run, I think. There we go.
So, yeah.
Yarham's on the run,
Looks
so
like
is Glock. Glock was on in his invalidated run, that's why he's backed off.
Yeah, so he's backed off a bit. He'll probably do 1 more lap, I think, probably.
Yeah, hopefully he has enough tyres left, but Yarham heads through sector 2. He's currently 6th at the moment, but only about a second shy of Finley in P1, so it's still doable.
Oh, he's just under a second up there, Jess, so this could be a lap
This could be a good lap. I was predicting it was going to be a good lap. He's
possibly moving up to one place, but actually no, he's actually quicker.
A second. It's around about. It will be second. It will be P2. It'll be about 2 tenths.
See if we can hold it though.
In the final set. Oh, that was a very good final set.
Oh, there you go. There we go. 2 tenths off.
Yeah, 28.7 as I predicted. So and second, not bad for Yarham.
Nice. Well, he got pole last week in Hungary. Not last week. I keep on saying last week.
Casper 5-place grid penalty, collision with JV.
Well, they're in the pits, so maybe something possibly happening in the pits. Quite interesting, that one.
I did not see that. So unless they could provide any footage or anything.
Well, it's not going to change much, is it really? Starting position.
Yeah, it's not going to change. So if they complain, then.
Oh, Nick's gone purple first sector. I don't know if that's true. Might be purple to.
No, it might be purple to the ones around him because I think there's around 4 or 5 people that set a lap. But we'll see what he does in sector 2.
Yeah, we'll see. But obviously Nick is one of the most consistent drivers this season. You know, he's earned his 3rd place.
So far.
Obviously with Finley and Glock having up and down rounds, and then Leroy again having a really high spike and then falling down again. Nick has just stayed that consistently, getting the consistent results. He's purple again. I don't think that's true though, but he hasn't set a lap yet, so
it's hard to get the delta.
We shall see. I'm going to say definitely top 10.
I'm going to say top 3.
Top 3? Oh, okay.
Or maybe top 4. I don't know, okay. But yeah, he's going to be in the 28s for sure. But knowing him, he probably won't be 3rd.
Oh my goodness me! 28. I thought he was going for the 28s. I thought.
Yeah, he was getting close. And by the way, I can confirm it was Casper and JP did have a collision.
Ah, right, okay.
So,
it's their own fault then, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm guessing there might be a trip to the stewards on that one.
Well, if they want to report that one, yeah, it's their own fault.
Yeah, it's their own fault otherwise. Speed Knighton, I think, is on a run now. It's hard to tell because For some reason, it says Nick's on a run, but he's definitely not. He's on an in-lap. Whereas, I think Pete. Let me check his ERS.
Pete's not on. Yeah,
he's not on a run. He's on a banker.
No,
Kev, he's on a run. As I try and press a button on my monitor, because otherwise it's going to turn off, which I don't like. But
yeah, Kev's the 10th up on his lap and after set to 1, so he's got a bit of traffic behind him, but it should be fine. But he's got through them, so he's a 10th up. So he needs to improve a bit more to try and jump Julie show at least. But we'll see, as he's absolutely pushing through there.
Looks good through there, yeah.
Set to 2, so really pushing. So he's definitely on it here, Kevin. We'll see if he can set this lap. Yeah, 2-time VSL champion, so he's no slouch at all. But we'll see if how many? Oh, three times up. So get him just.
That would be 129.
And possibly
7.
We might jump into the top 10 if he can have a really good last sector. We'll see though. He's got a bit of traffic as they've pulled over, so that's all good. But as he gets through the last chicane, and then he's coming up to the line. Well, last corner, and then the line. Get that right, Matt. And then we go, and it goes to it's 3/10.
So he lost a bit. It is improvement.
Yeah, it's an improvement, but it's not quite enough. It stayed around the 3/10 mark, 3.5 tenths. Wasn't really nothing major.
Indigo's 4 temps up. So he'll be, I think, in the 28. So he has improved a bit. He's gone out a bit earlier than I would have expected.
He's got a bit
Indigo.
of traffic though.
He has got a bit of traffic again. I believe that is Casper. That is Casper on a run.
That's going to cost him again. Oh my goodness.
No, it won't. It won't. I think it won't be that much of a gap anyway. Indigo up to the line.
25,
goes second.
3, 4.
Wow. He goes second place. We'll see what Glock does in the first set. To Casper's about to start a run. Anyone else about to finish? I think Lewis might be. No, Lewis is about to start his
he's
run.
Either not happy with that, or he might be happy. I don't know. He might not be happy with that. I think he might not be happy because I think he's weaving in front of Casper. So yes, I think he was. So that could be quite interesting. The little inter-Alpine battle, just like real life. As Lakitu. What the?
Lakitu goes fastest with 128.319. Did not see that coming, but that final sector looked very promising and very good for him as well. Stevens
Finley's only slightly up in the first sector.
So it could be between Finley. Where's Glock? Where's Glock?
I was just about to say, Jess, that I was just about to say about these pole position points could be quite important come the end of the season, and with Finley getting that point, it draws him level with Glock. So it could be quite interesting, but. Obviously with Lakitu getting that now, that throws a bit of a spanner in the works there, Jess, and I didn't expect that. That was a very surprise pole position. He's very quick on his day, don't get me wrong, but pole position.
JP, first person across the line, P7, Glock, what can he do? P2,
Glock, P2, gets ahead. I think Finley's down though, Finley's down.
Finley is down, yeah, so I don't think he's going to improve.
So, yeah, the flagged last sector, it's a merc. It's not doing a different Matteau, that's nice. But actually interesting, lads. But he's up. Yeah, he's not on a great lap there. He's caught the curve a bit wrong there, bottomed out slightly, so that's pushed him a bit wide. That's going to lose him even more time. He's absolutely sending it though, and it's not 2/10 down, so he can't improve. Indigo's staying in. What about Yarham though? Coming across the line, he just invalidates. Oh my goodness!
He binned it.
Yeah, he just invalidates. He tried to push it, so he must have been really close. Just shows how well the Julie show's just gone up to P12.
Nice,
so
and Stephen, what can he do?
Just not worked.
Improves on time, but not on position.
Oh, great. So there's the wooden spoon for today. But yeah, but Lakitu on pole there, Jess. That could be crucial there for Glock coming in as the season. If it's a 1 point in it, could be crucial for Glock and Finley. But the top 2 in the championship starting second and third.
That does mean no.
Turn 1, Jess.
That does mean no. That makes the championship even more interesting because they're not going to be level on points, Glock and Finley, or Glock's not going to gain an advantage. Neither of the top 4 is going to gain an advantage. The one that's got an advantage is the outsider chance of the championship, Lakitu. Well, what everyone else has to do is DNF every race and Lakitu to win, but it's still possible. Some praise from about Lakitu in the chat as well. So we've got Lakitu starting on pole, then we've got Glock, Finley, Indigo, Yarham, Nick. Casper will be starting further down due to his grid penalty. So then it will be JP, Waitsy, Leroy, Lewis, and then it'll be Casper, I think. Then it'll be Julie Sherritt, then Deck, Kev, Michelle, Speed Knighton, Ahmed, Tony, Matt Ryan, and Stephen. And I didn't see what the gap was. I didn't see what the gap was between first and
Oh, it was
second.
about tenth and a half.
Ah.
Yeah, tenth and a half. Yeah.
So a bit closer than we thought then as well.
Yeah. Block brought it out, but I think Yarham was on a lap there. I did see his set to times, but he's definitely was pushing. But I think the key too, I think you need to send that pole position lap in because please retweet it. To do that against Glock and Finlay and even Indigo as well. That's certainly a lap. I don't know if Singapore might be your favourite track, mate, but
I think for Lakitu, he likes it he likes Mexico quite a bit, but it is similar characteristics of the track, so I can see why he liked Singapore too. But Lakitu said he was quite angry with his lap. He thought he could do a 0.2.
yeah, which is even more crazy.
So he feels like he can find more time. He has improved, I think, since the start of the game cycle, which is great to see. There's no way I could do that. Anyway, enough chit chat. We still got to go through the standings. As I was saying earlier, 1 point separating Glock and Vinny at the top, 107 points to 106, and another third, a few points back to Nick in third, and we've got Leroy in fourth on 87. Our pole system for tonight, Nikita on 77, Yarham on 53, Excite on 52, Speed 19 on 51 with JP as well. Casper now in the top 10 with 49 points. He had a decent result last time out when we were at Brazil, so that's why he jumped up. We've got Indigo on 48, Lewis Craig on 41, Kieran on 38, I think, yeah. Deck on 37, Matt Ryan on 34, Waitsy on 32, Kev on 25, Julie Sherritt on 23, and Stephen on 15, Ahmed on 12, and the rest are not there because they're irrelevant. They're not here. No, because they haven't scored that many points. I'll go through the rest of the standings anyway. It is JTX in 21st, Wade's in 22nd, and Tony P is in 27th. That's the full-time drivers, by the way. And that's the standings for the drivers. Constructors, 20-point gap separating between AlphaTauri and McLaren. And Alfa Romeo in third, so with Lakitu's pole position, that pushes Alfa Romeo up as well. So I'm looking forward to towards the end of this championship.
I think it's been a very good season so far. I'm probably jinxing it now, but I've enjoyed this season. Probably because I'm not racing, but
you did race once, I think, didn't you?
I did race once, yeah, Saudi. Yeah, I had a very good racing one up in Saudi.
Yeah, so did I. Well, yeah. So I got lucky because I disconnected on the first lobby, and then the lobby got glitched. So they were like, lobby restart, and I was like, yes, and I finished it, which was lucky, but that could have been a DNF curse. But anyway, Jeddah's in the past. We're in another night race actually in Singapore. We're about to get underway, hopefully very shortly. Reminder for those of you that haven't watched VSL this season, mandatory 2-stop race. You can't pit under safety car. You can pit under VSC, but apart from that, you can only pit on green flag stops for it to be mandatory. Matt Ryan predicts 3 safety cars. I predict 2. Matta predicts we're not going to get any. Somebody else in the chat might predict 1, but
could be quite interesting, Jess. We'll see what transpires.
Has it been 2 minutes?
Well, it must be.
They can ready up anyway. If it's not 2 minutes, we don't care.
No, we've done the thing now. We've done the thing.
Yeah, we've done the standing, we've done the drivers, we've done the constructors. we have no sponsors. Usually in other leagues, I have to go through sponsors, but we don't have sponsors. We used to.
Do this for free, Jess. We do this for free.
Yeah. Anyway, we're about to get underway.
Formation lap, it's all right. Formation lap, it's all right.
Oh, it is formation. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's not.
Every
it's not quite
other league I do.
The Sunday league, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday league and Monday league has no formation lap.
Why is there no formation lap? Why is that? Because I know there was an issue before.
Monday on Mondays I don't know. Mondays I don't know. I'm not in charge of the league on Mondays.
It might be cross-play. Oh, Glock and Finley have collided, Jess.
Oh, Glock and Finley. Uh-oh. That is championship worthy. I know why on Sunday because
a little bit of spice.
Yeah, it is a spice. Formation lap is fine, but we have to have it off because of Taz. Because Taz won't work without formation lap turned off, which is weird.
Oh right, okay.
So that's why we have it off. Otherwise, we would have had it on.
Maybe with the other one, it might be because of crossplay, possibly.
No, it's not crossplay because we have crossplay off.
Thing, okay.
So I have no clue why. Probably because they have more glitched enough, but probably because they have multiple tiers. Whereas in like one hub there's 3, and in VSL there's only 1, and yeah. In all the leagues I race in at the moment, like actually no, in one league I race in on a Tuesday night, we run formation laps, no problem. I think we only had one problem at the start of last season when we had to restart, but apart from that, it was all good. As tyre strategy, we can look at right now. Hold on. There we go. We've got Julie showing deck on the hard as well as speed item. We've got the top 4 on mediums. That is Glock, Finley, Lakita, and Indigo. Yarham on softs as well as JP, Waitsy, Leroy, Lewis, Craig, Casper, Michelle, Tony, and Matt Ryan. And we also got Nick, Kev, Ahmed, and Stephen on the mediums. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the mediums. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the softs. And the rest are on hards. I might have done maths completely wrong. I probably did, didn't I? But who's your pick for the win? Is it going to be Lakita or is it going to be the guys in?
It might be Indigo. I'm going to go Indigo.
I'm going to go Yarham.
Nick, P2 possibly, and then
Lakita P2.
Leroy P3.
And Finley P3.
There you go.
That's probably random, what I've done, but...
Yeah, well, to be fair, we've been writing off Lakita here, and he got pole, so, could surprise us again, but we'll see.
Yeah, he likes his tracks. We are about to get underway. The 5 red lights are on for the last half of the regular season for VSL is... Go, it was a very long haul, but we're underway. Lakita gets a very good start. So does Yarham in 4th place up towards turn 1. Glock and Lakita make a little bit of contact through turn 2. That's going to allow Indigo to make up a few places already. Lakita and Glock side by side. There's already a bit of contact in the background. That's Julie Show. Finley's dropped his way all the way to the back. So that is crucial for his championship hopes. There's a bit of debris in the background as well. Judy shows out the race, and we're going to get our first safety car. I'm calling it now. No, we're not. Okay.
Not yet. Michelle picked up some damage hitting someone. So I've seen that, but there's Tony Pass going around the outside of Kev.
Lakita's had a bit of an off. He's down to 6th. As I was on board with him, and Yarham's took in the lead.
Had a bit of a wick. Yarham's on the lead, and he goes up to 2nd. Goes to the inside of Glock. Oh, close. But sets to yellow flag. That's still, we'll ignore that one, it's fine. I think it's Judy Show, isn't it? But Judy Show's joined, okay. Quite interesting. But there we go. Just tired, too late. But, yeah.
He probably just... He disconnected. What he probably did was he disconnected, but he didn't shut his game completely.
Okay, probably.
You need to shut your game completely.
There we go. Oh my life, Casper, what a switch back there. Switch back on Lakitu there, and he gets past him, and Lakitu might have picked up some damage there because he's losing quite a few positions. Yes, he has. He's got damage, Jess.
Yeah, but he has got
Casper
damage.
Outside of Leroy, so Casper moves up to 6th. But Yarham leads the way at the end of lap 1. Then Jess, Indigo is weaving. I don't know why he's weaving, but he's weaving.
He's getting heat into the
tyres.
tyres.
Interesting.
Now,
okay,
Glock,
possibly.
Glock was saying in the chat that he was heating tyres and he's not going to be flooring it to cost wear. You do get wear in the formation lap. People think I'm crazy when I say that, but it is true. I did see someone weaving quite frantically in an F2 formation lap once, and I think they had about 20% tyre wear on lap 1.
Okay.
So, yeah, do not go frantically warm up your tyres in the formation lap. You can weave, obviously, but don't go as frantically as what I saw someone do in Baku and drift everywhere to heat your tyres, because you'll get temperature in your tyres, but your tyre wear won't be as good. But anyway, Yarham and Indigo still, I can't see the difference, to be honest, because the timing tower has gone.
It says 5 tenths, to be fair, for me.
Oh, it's around about 5 tenths, okay.
Oh, Indigo's just had a moment. Oh, no, it's not Indigo, it's Yarham. Yarham has had a moment. What happened there, Jess? Do you see that? I think he might have lost it under the bridge because he's got absolutely no wing.
Yeah, he's got no wing now. He's going to have.
He's got no wing.
Run on the straight.
He's going to hold on to it. He's going to hold on to it. He's going to fight it.
Indigo's going to get the lead
here, I think. Might not be the best decision. It might be in the rule book there where it treats it like a blue flag, but we'll see. But he's going to go round the outside. Can he hold it? Yes, he can. Well, obviously he's got a wing, so he can. Glock's down the inside. Yarham needs to get in the pits, and he just about does. Most unconventional way. But he's done it. But there you go.
Casper's up to 4th as Yarham's in the pits.
Yarham, yep. He's going to be unhappy otherwise, and he's now going to be even more unhappy. To put it politely, but yep. 5-second penalty for Yarham there, speeding in the pits, but Indigo leads the way now. I think we had 3 different leaders in the last 3 races, last few laps.
Yes, it was Lakitu, then it was Yarham, now it's Indigo.
No, it's Indigo. So
could be Glock.
No pressure, Glock. Could be Glock this time.
Could be Glocky towards turn number 7 to the inside. Indigo shuts the door in turn 7, which was good for him.
Went for it, though.
I didn't think Glock was going to go for it then, but I think he's going to go for it maybe next lap. He's on medium, so is Indigo.
JP's applying the pressure on the softs. Yeah, JP's applying the pressure on the softs. And it's a good start for the race for JP at the moment. He's kept out of trouble. He's finding himself in 3rd. So that's quite.
He's 9th in the championship.
Yeah, back to 4 for JP a bit there. But we'll see if he holds on. But we'll see what the exit for Indigo is, and he gets a decent exit, and Glock not quite close enough there. So I don't think he's going to make a move this lap then, Jess. So Indigo may be able to hold on for this lap. But any moves down the field? Lakitu on the back of Speed Knighton. That's pretty close, but I don't think they're going to make a move around there because, well, that sort of area. It's 1 by 1. But Lakitu does need to get rid of Pete quickly to hopefully salvage his race. Finley, after having a shocking start, is up to the 9th. Casper's in the pits to serve his first mandatory stop. A yellow flag set to 3. It's an Alpha. No, it's not. It's an Aston Martin.
I think he was going into the pits as well. It was Waitsy, he had a bit of an off. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I thought I was looking at the time and tell, and I thought, Glock isn't dropping down, so where's the other Aston Martin? But there we go. So it's Waitsy. But oh my goodness me, Lakitu down the inside, last corner. Not seeing many moves. But Pete's gonna hold it round the outside. Can he hold on to it? Oh my goodness me, he does. But Lakitu's just get past him. But we'll see about that one. Oh, as he goes deep. That's
that was tight for Pete. Oh, Lakitu for the switchback of dreams there.
Don't know what happened there, Pete. You don't. Yeah. Didn't look like he held off, but he might have done. It looked very slow. But hey, but there we go. So Clock's still on the back of Indigo. So he's just following him at the moment. He doesn't need to. I think that's a smart move from Glock. He doesn't need to do anything now with Funny down in 7th. And obviously Nick had a good 4th, start. He's ahead of him. Yeah, Nick, well, yeah, I thought he had not a great start, but somehow he's finding himself in 4th. So
bearing in mind that quite a lot of people have done their first stops already. Most people to get damage off, and some people, they want to get rid of those softs very quickly. I would expect JP and Lewis Craig to come into the pits this lap too, because I think their tyres are pretty much on the brink of death now, around about the 35% mark, I would say, and tyre temperatures won't be as great either. But if they can make it last for another few laps, then they should be A-OK, but they're going to be past their tyre life pretty quickly. I'm impressed with JP, like you were saying. He's catching up a little bit, but let's watch Glock. This is surely going to be a move that he's looking for to get the lead this race. This could be our 4th different leader in 5 laps. Here goes Glock. And he takes the lead of the Singapore Grand Prix with Indigo in 2nd. And Indigo is struggling. But no, Indigo is still behind Glock. It was JP who's trying to close in on the both of them as well.
Yep.
So this is
he's
a
applying
good
that pressure,
train.
JP. He's not even low in IRS either. He's about halfway, so he's not too bad. Obviously, again, he's on softs, don't get me wrong, but he's not doing too bad. He's holding on to these guys at the moment. But rest of the gaps are nice and 1 second wide at least. But lovely that the top 3s are nice and close. So we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be quite interesting, Jess, how this strategy plays out. There's obviously again quite a few in the pits early on, but we'll see if how that changes.
Preempting safety cars, Matt, because you can't pit under safety cars, so they want to get their first stops early. So if they do get a safety car, they could do a non-manager if they wanted to.
Yep. And that's what made Leroy win the Monaco, and
I think he won Saudi as well, because there was quite a few safety cars there.
Saudi. Was it Saudi? Yeah, it was. Yes, it was Saudi. No, nothing.
I know.
It was definitely Monaco, one of them.
I know he won 2 races, but I think it might have been Saudi actually.
Oh, Lewis Trade in the pits for a set of hards. Slightly.
That is his first stop, I believe.
There, but yeah, first stop. So Finley did pick up a penalty there, by the way, so that might cost him if there is a late safety car. But he's got Kev in his sights next, as JP still hasn't pitted, and he's just about in DRS, but I think he may fall out in these next few corners as these tyres continue to go off. He's just outside, so we'll see.
Yeah,
he's lost that ERS now, so I'm guessing he was just holding on till to have DRS, and obviously now he's not got it. I would expect him to see him in right now as Decker battling Lewis Trade, and Deck up to P9, so P8 and P9 for the Ferrari boys.
It's quite tight again between
someone else sent it. Yep.
3 Ferrari-powered cars. We got an Alfa, we got a Haas, and we got a Ferrari.
Oh my life, Lakita around the outside, made it look easy. But up to 10th, and again sets his sights on Deck. Finley still behind Kev, not quite making it close enough to make a move. Indigo still close, and JP in to the pits then as he just taps the barrier. Let's hope he doesn't get a penalty.
He's fine. He's all good.
So he's safe. He's fine. Is Kev? No, Kev's not beating. He's staying out. Finley again only closed in a 10th in that last sector. Again, probably because of dirty air. He may have picked up another warning there because he just slightly casually run wide there. So a bit of a lazy drive there from Finley there.
It was.
So far, which not going to be happy with it. But as Indigo, not. They've got similar EOS levels, so similar pace as well.
I think they're just saving tyre life at the moment. I think they want to get their memes last for a bit longer. And I have to check the Discord with all the announcements, by the way. I was right. Leroy did win Saudi as well. And I do remember Glock missed that race, and Finley scored poorly, and I think he took the championship lead as well. And it was a week break too, so I think that was the only 2 races that he won though. But he's still
so far, we'll see.
He's still a threat in the championship though, so. He is still a threat.
on the back of Deck then.
Where is Deck? There we go.
Down the outside.
Easy move, maybe.
Is Deck trying to hold on to it? What was it? Whatever he's called, the master of defence. He's had a bit of a moment though, and that's going to open up the moment for Lewis Trade as he goes down the inside on those fresh tyres, So pace-wise, it's going to be pretty similar. So as Lewis Trade makes a move on Deck and moves up to start 10. So we'll see if he can make a move. But Lakita up next is Leroy, only just over 4 seconds ahead. Nick, again, having a quiet race. I think it's just going to follow Glock, I think, possibly. Keep it safe. Obviously, he's no battle anywhere. Lewis Trade still on the back of Lakita. Tony Parr just got in a second of Waitsy, but I think that may just change.
Oh, Yarham is having a bad race. He's lapped. So my prediction for the win.
I got pit you.
I picked Yarham for the win.
You cursed him. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I cursed him. Yeah.
Oh, there's closing in on Glock again. steepening the gap around pretty similar, for half a second. Not, I think they're just probably working together at this point just to try and just build that gap. To the
I'm
drivers
intrigued
behind,
actually to see how long they're going to get those tyres going, because I think they're around about the ERS we would expect to be. It is a long track, and in terms of endurance as well. They don't want to be on those tyres. You've got to have at least one long stint. You can't afford to have a lot of short stints, otherwise you're going to be doing multiple stops. But there are some sharp left-handers, some really interesting corners in terms of speed changes and everything, especially through the middle sector as well, and that's going to really take a beating onto the tyres too. So I would say they might do 11-12 laps on the mediums, then they'll do another one on mediums and then go to softs. But I wonder if some people would do the hards like we saw with the likes of Tony and Ahmed do. Some people, they don't have a choice because they had to come in because they had damage. But Indigo's still going through and closing in.
Yeah, Yarham and Matt Ryan have made their mandatories, by the way. Well, Yarham's made 3 stops, that's probably why he's lapped.
That's probably why then. So he must have got damage everywhere.
Yeah, so he's on hards now till the end, and, well, possibly, hopefully for a safety car. So we'll see on that front. But biggest movers and changes, obviously not everyone's pitted yet, but Kev's obviously up 9 positions. Akitu's down 8 again, not pitted yet, but Waits is down 5. So I don't know why I'm doing biggest movers, because not everyone's pitted. But there we go.
You might as well. We should have done it at the start of the race.
Yeah, it's alright there. But hey-ho, Glock is still leading then. There's Waitsy on the back of Pete Knighton here. Is he going to make the move? Obviously, Pete hasn't got DRS, he has got the penalty, so he doesn't have to take any risk at all. But he's within that second mark, and he's got that DRS on Pete as he works to close in on the Mercedes driver. But Michelle also on the back of Stephen. I think he's going to make the move here, Jess. Oh my goodness me, that's a bit of indecision there from Michelle. But
Stephen does get past.
Surprised, yeah. No, it was Michelle trying to overtake Stephen.
He did.
I don't know why he's not overtaken.
He went for the move, but he did make it stick.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, weird one, that one. Yeah, anyway. But, yeah, gap at the front still the same. Waitsy on the back of Pete. Is he going to make the move around the outside? He's not. He's going to go for the switchback. Yes, he is. So he can have the inside for the next set, next chicane, basically. And he does. And that's a nice, easy move there for Waitsy, as Finley's in the pits for his second stop. Another wing change, though, Jess. So
yeah,
this is going bad to worse for Finley.
It's just not been his race, isn't it? He's been.
Yep.
He missed a couple of races due to him having controller issues. He's had incidents here at Singapore. He was leading the championship for most of the season, and it's just his season has gone toppling down.
Yeah, it's so up and down. It's so
up and down. Whereas the likes of Glock and Nick have been taking advantage of it and closing in on him like no tomorrow. So I think it could be a fight between the two of them potentially, and even Leroy could gain a bit on Finley, but obviously it's not going to be that much because the gap was quite big between Leroy and Finley anyway in terms of where they are in the championship. But Glock's coming in, and Indigo goes too. So the top two come in. Safety car. That was good timing.
Doesn't even make it as a mandatory though. It's not even a mandatory, Jess.
They're committed.
I think Glock was a bit undecided about carrying on because he had a bit of a moment to think if he could go back out, but he decided against it. And Jess, this has just opened up the race ever so slightly.
Top two. What was Nick committed?
Non-mandatories. All these people who are pitting now are non-mandatories.
You should no. Glock and Indigo were committed before the safety car came out, so they're fine.
Yeah, but they've got to have they've got to have all 4 wheels past the pit entry line. So past the speed line.
Oh, so they got to show the commitment line. Oh, okay, and they
so they don't go past the it's not the commitment line. It's probably go into the pit lane.
So they don't know. So I'm going to do a VAR check.
Yep. Well, no, they definitely didn't make it. They definitely didn't make it.
Yeah,
they're definitely so far behind.
They've
got to be in the pit entry line. It's not in the pit.
They weren't when the safety car came out. So if you're watching this, you'll need to pit again twice.
Yeah, that's just helped slightly.
We need to note down the non-mandatories, don't we? So I'm gonna write this down on a notepad. Well, I don't even have a notepad, so it'll have to be my notes for Singapore. So hang on. So it's Glock, Indigo, Nick, Casper. I nearly put Jasper there.
Finley was fine, and I think that
Leroy,
Michelle's in the pits.
Lewis.
Pete,
Yarham and Michelle and Ahmed.
Ahmed, Tony Parr.
So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is correct. We don't need to worry about Yarham. Those in the pits is all right.
Matt, we had a VAR check from the stewards. You were overruled.
I was overruled.
Yeah, Glock and Indigo were committed. Nick was not. So Glock and Indigo, their first stops were mandatory. I thought so.
I thought it was the. Oh.
No, in most leagues, I'm in. As long as you're committed to the pit lane, you don't even need to go to the pit lane entry line. As long as you're committed to the pit lane, that counts as a mandatory. Okay. I thought so, and you questioned it. Joking.
Okay. I have to space up on my rule book knowledge.
It's fine. It is fine. Well, we've never had a situation at VSL when they've been this close before. As Matt Ryan has done another non-mandatory. I need to get rid of Glock and Indigo from the non-mandatories now. And Matt Ryan has done a non-mandatory, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's still 10. So that's still 10 that's done that. So, Kev hasn't stopped yet. He is leading the safety car restart. He's going to be leading the safety car restart. Then it's going to be Glock. But Glock's the net race leader. Indigo's in P2. JP's a net P3. Then it is a Decker net P4. And obviously Finley pitted before the safety car. So did Lakitu, so they're fine. Then it will be Steven, and then everyone else obviously pitted on the safety car, so some of them will have to stop again. So the ones who will need to stop again, stop again twice is quite a lot of people. So we'll keep an eye on that as it continues as well. I'm going to keep an eye on the likes of Finley again to climb up. Lakitu as well to climb up. Obviously, some people have done their first stops already. Waitsy, has he done? I'm just trying to see. Waitsy's already done a stop, but he's done a mandatory. There we go. So he's done one mandatory and one non-mandatory. So yeah, Waitsy's done a stop. So I think it's the likes of, I think it's just Nick, I believe, and Leroy. No. Nick still has to do 2 stops. Everyone else, and Kev, everyone else has done at least 1. So those are your stops out of the way. Obviously, Yarham and Matt Ryan have done their 2 stops already, so we don't need to worry about them. But there's no way those tyres are going to get to the end, aren't they?
Well, definitely not the softs. Yeah, I think the people on hards might be pretty good, but again, they'll still do the pit again. for the likes of Nick. So, yeah.
I'm just told.
It's not over yet. It's still not over, Jess. It's yeah. It's the safety car is through an unlikely spanner in the works.
Yeah. You talk for a minute. I had a driver who just messaged me just to double check if his stop was mandatory.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I looked at the rule and yes. But there we go. So as Kev is leading a VSL race, even though if it is under safety car, I'm sure he'll be very happy indeed. And his teammates down in 14th, and that's not very good for Pete, is it really? But yeah, as safety car is in this lap then. So when does Kev go? He's sort of still behind the safety car. Hasn't really backed off, even though he is backing off sort of now, but not quite really. There's a bit of a gap forming. The cars are not that close yet, especially the top guys. So quite surprising. There's a bit of a gap there, a second gap. So yeah, as Kev is following the safety car pretty closely here.
Don't do what I did in one hub where I was leading a safety car restart for the first time. I went before the safety car came in, and this is what's happening. The limiter is still on now. He's
played it smart. Well done, Kev.
Well, that was very good from Kev.
Love the experience, mate. Come on, that's the one. It's 3 wide into turn 1 between the house. Oh my goodness me. There we go. Not quite. Backed out last second, but JP holds on, battling side by side with Casper as still doing side by side. Nick down to 6th. Not a great start for him, but JP round the outside as an AlphaTauri Finley down the inside of Nick. Oh my goodness me, very close there. Jasper slowed up near JP there. That's allowed Finley back on the inside of Nick. And Nick around the outside of JP. Can he make the move stick?
Block's gone for the lead.
No, he can't. JP's going to absolutely push him out. Oh my goodness me, where's this from? Leroy, what was that?
Leroy's sending it.
Oh my god, JP still sending it as well as Finley round the outside. What about Nick? And Nick go round the outside? He should have the momentum as JP's out. Oh my goodness me, it's going to be a crush. Yep, it's going to be a crush. It's going to be a crush.
No.
No, there's a bit of argy-bargy. Oh my god, there's another card. Lakitu down the inside of Leroy.
Casper and Kev to the inside. Casper up to 3rd. Finley up to 4th now.
4th. Kev's down to 5th. Well, had a great safety car restart and did lead a few laps, so well done, Kev. I'm sure we'll be pitting very soon.
Yeah. Kev and Nick will have to pit again. Everyone else.
Set to 3. It's a big crash behind.
Guess who it is?
Oh my goodness me. So Stephen, Pete, and there's a
Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan, yeah. Someone. There was a big crash.
Somehow Johan got his lap back. So at least that was one bonus. Leroy is in the pit lane.
Kev's in the pits and Leroy. Yep.
So that's his stop done. That is his stop done.
Yep, entry's done. It's pretty smart from Leroy there. Plenty of laps left. So
to be honest, I was not surprised Leroy wants to get his 2 stops out of the way. Every league which doesn't have a restriction in terms of when you can pit for your mandatories, he always pits early.
Pete spun it.
That would have been a blinder.
Oh, there we go. Another safety car. Yes.
That was good for Leroy and Deck who come in. Good for Kev as well. That's just pitted. Not good for Nick though. Nick, the only one not to do 2 stops. Everyone else has done at least 1. Oh God.
Nick.
Well, he thought he was committed, but the steward said nope, it wasn't.
No.
So the steward's word is final, obviously.
Yep, I've read the ruling as well, and it is correct. So it's always good to brush up on it. I thought it was something else, but now I know. But there we go. Pete's had a moment. Pete's spun. Pete's back. Welcome back, Pete.
Welcome back, Pete. You're out.
Yeah, I did probably mention it earlier that Pete's done a close safety car. So
wait, does it say in the bingo as well?
I don't think it's that. Well, if Pete spins, it's definitely in the bingo, isn't it?
Someone's just asked, can you come in the same lap and follow the safety car in? No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
I think
To not follow
we
the safety car
weren't
in.
sure about that round 1, didn't we? And then we
Round
had
one,
the
yeah,
rule.
yeah. And then
Then we
it
had the
was
rule
added in.
changed,
Yeah.
didn't we? It was, I think it was
Stephen, I think.
made
Was it?
clear. I think in round 2 that
Someone.
no, it's not happening. You can't follow the
Yeah.
safety car in. I'm trying to find
Matt
that
Ryan
announcement
and Yarham
actually.
in the pits then.
It
Is
might
that a
be
win change
under.
for Matt Ryan? No. Is it a win change for
Oh,
Yarham?
I need to write these down, don't I? So it is Yarham and Matt
It's a win change for
Ryan.
Yarham. Oh my goodness me.
Matt Ryan's already done his
Williams,
stop anyway,
Dawes
so
and
there's no
Capital are
point.
doing absolutely drove bankrupt at the end of this.
Matt Ryan's already done his 2 stops, so I don't have to worry about.
Yeah, and Yarham already has as well, so it's
So
fine.
yeah, I don't have to worry about those 2.
Yeah,
They're all good.
So it's fine.
So that's good for them. They could go on mediums, I think, to the end. I think.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So they're back in this
15
one.
laps, isn't it? Yeah. So
If I'm surprised. Oh, I'm just thinking. Has Levi? I don't. I wonder. Has Levi got any mediums left? I don't think he has, because if he's near the back anyway, if I was him, I would have. I would have gone on mediums.
Softs left. Well,
I would have gone on mediums to the
safety
end.
car, I would have thought. Everyone's close again. There's going to be another
Yeah.
safety car.
Oh yeah, true. But if there is another safety
Fine.
car, I would expect Leroy to come in and go on the set of mediums to the end. 'Cause unless he gains position, he'll probably stay out anyway. By the way, I've just had confirmation that Matt Ryan's a net race leader. You sure? Because I think Leroy's a net race leader. Yeah, Leroy's a net race leader because he done 1 stop under safety car, which was not mandatory, and then he did 2 non.
Yep.
He did 2 green. I think he did 1 at the very start. He got caught up in stuff, so he had to pick that one.
And he did green just before the safety car. Yep. So Leroy net leader. Well, we've heard that one before.
Yeah, so it's Leroy from Matt Ryan. From Deck? Because Deck, well done. Yeah, no, Deck's.
Yeah, Deck.
So it's Leroy from Matt Ryan, from Deck, from Yarham.
Oh my life, Yarham has
And now
just...
Yarham's out. He's crashed in the pit lane, hasn't he?
No, he's crashed on the start-finish straight. He's just turned left.
No.
Okay. Okay. That may be either a fail of equipment or possible rage quit. We'll find out later.
Well, I didn't see that, so...
To be continued. I've seen it on board, yeah.
Yeah, you will request on board, so there we go.
There you go. I'll save my POV anyway of it. I just went on board with the Arham for a second and just left. Okay. Didn't even lose it, I don't think. But again, to be continued. Yeah, Finley up to 4th. Jess, he's got that penalty again. No, I mentioned it could cost him. But he's ahead of Nick, which is crucial. Yeah, I'm sure the safety car will be in this lap. At the end of lap 17. And we know how much carnage it caused last time, so I'm sure it's going to cause even more. Yeah, we'll see. Stephen needs to pit again. He's on 14 lap old hards.
I think how many...
JP's on
I predicted
10 lap
2
old
safety cars. I think is this our 3rd safety car?
This is our second.
And Matt Ryan's predicted 3.
3.
So
it's plenty. It's still plenty of laps. It's like 17 out of 31, so plenty of laps here. Yeah, as clock is holding steady on the safety car here. We'll see what the guys have done in terms of fueling as well. I think Pete said he was under fueling. That's not really counted for anything now.
I would have put less fuel in if we knew there were safety cars if I was racing. As Glock, you can go any time from now because the safety cars come in.
Yeah.
When's he going to go? Let's follow him.
3, 2, 1. Now, there we go. He's gone.
Good prediction.
Right behind him. There we go. I think he left it a bit too late there because that's not cost him there. It's Finley down the inside of Casper. Casper's had to run wide there. Go off the track. Too wide on the exit of some corners for a few people, but nice and clean at the back of the field, single file, so that's all good. But again, it's all single file, so they're behaving themselves at the moment there, as Casper's had a bit of a moment. I think it was Casper. Yes, it is, and that's allowed Nick down the inside, and that's going to move Nick up to the inside, but Casper's doing a fight on it. Yes, he is. He's doing a deep, and he holds on to it, so that's a good late breaking move there, and Nick backs out of that one. So he had a bit of a moment, but Casper's been able to probably use a bit more ERS there and send it down the inside as Kev has spun it, I think. Yeah, Kev has spun it, or has been caught up somewhere. Even though I said it was clean at the back, it's obviously not.
It's not.
But yeah, Kev's dropped down to the rear of the field. He's not happy with that one. But Matt Ryan on the back of Stephen. Now Stephen sort of trying to training there. There's a bit of a gap already forming. But Ahmed on the back of Tony Park. Does race from Ahmed so far up 11th. But close between the top two, still around the same gap. Any other close gaps? As Lakitu's on the back of JP. Michelle's got pits of a penalty for somehow, even though it's in a straight line, but hey ho. As Deck has moved past Stephen to 15th and into the points, Jess.
Stephen is in the.
Well, Deck's in the points now, yeah.
Yeah, Stephen's out of the points.
There's a few people in the pits now. There we go. Ahmed and Michelle. There we go. I think Ahmed still got a speeding penalty. Brilliant.
So he got another one. So he got another speeding in the pit lane penalty.
He was so slow there. His car ghosted, and he still got a speeding penalty. Brilliant. Lakitu on the back of JP. Right, 1/10 behind him. I'm sure he's going to make a move here as JP does go and defend it. But I'm sure he's going to go round the outside so he can have the inside here. JP, even though he swished out other people, or pushed out the people in that corner, he did swish out Lakitu there. Lakitu, that was a great move there. As JP and Lewis Trade go side by side, the two Haas drivers. Oh my life, that's a little reminiscence of Roman Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen there. But they make it just about clean enough there, and JP holds on to 7th. It's going to be quite interesting as Waits, he's on the back of Lewis Trade as well, so JP might be falling down here at the order very soon. There's Casper on the back of Finley. So Finley, even though he's not really had much to the pace here, he's set pole. Well, he didn't really set provisional pole.
The safety car's helped him.
Casper's having a moment here. He's not happy with himself here. He's had two big moments there. He's a bit eager, trigger happy, or throttle happy, whatever you want to say. But he's just about to hold on there. You know, he's had a bit of a moment, so he must have used a bit of ERS there. Nick is just sitting comfortably here. And Casper's
we got
in the pits. DRS enabled. Yeah, Casper's in the pits. And so is Nick.
So that's Casper doing his second stop. Nick's doing his first stop. JP's doing his second.
Yeah. Dio on the back of Glock still. Any other close moves? Deck on the back of Matt Ryan. And,
we've got Glock and Indigo again. No, they're not able to get past them actually as well. No. So one of them's got to blink first. One of them's got to be like, right, let's do the undercut. Or probably they're going to do what they did before and follow each other in. So
Tony Parr. And just make the move there.
Tony's up to Tony's up to 8th.
Yeah, Tony's up to 8th and Leroy's up to 7th, so decent move there. But
Leroy's still the net race leader in 7th.
Yep.
So he's still hanging in there. He's doing a good job on those hards, but those hards are not going to last forever. And fresh tyres on this game is so OP.
5 lap old hards is all right, you know. 5 lap old hards, that's definitely going to take it to the end.
But when Glock and Indigo come in and go on to fresh mediums, I think.
Actually, possibly fresh softs. Possibly.
Oh yeah, because they started on mediums, didn't they? Yeah. So they have to go on softs.
Past Matt Ryan. Up to 9th. So Ferrari boys having a bit of a better round so far. 7th and 9th. But provisionally, well, 1st and 3rd at the moment. So we shall see how he holds on there. But Waits, Lewis Trade's in the pits. So this is where Leroy just keeps on popping up one by one. It's that moves, but he's on hards. He's probably on the best tyres, to be fair, out of the top guys.
You can make hards last quite a bit here, you know.
9 lap old, 6 lap old is definitely should be fine, really.
I did. I won my first ever race in the Sunday League as
Nikita down
Lewis
the inside,
Craig
sorry,
comes
Jess.
in.
Nikita down the inside of Finley.
Nikita down the inside of Finley,
Nice
and
easy
he's up
move
to
there.
third.
Yeah,
So,
up to
so
third.
he's having a comeback of dreams here. Deck getting past Tony Parr.
Oh,
Is he going to
nice little
hold it on the
in a
inside of turn
rivalry there
8?
between the two of them, and Deck is following Leroy through here, and that's a good little move there from the Ferrari boys. Back to their utmost best, I think.
Yeah, to be honest, they always do tend to do well in night races, probably because the conditions suit them a lot in night races.
Yeah, Deck's ginger as well, so you know it's the sun's not great for him. So you know it's night races are all right for him. If he can do well, he can calm down a bit.
Oh, I think that's the only
Leroy,
night race we've got the season now.
So I don't know what. Yeah, but yeah. No offense to the gingers, but
oh god.
There you go.
Well,
anyway, still on the back of Glock. Not many moves happening there at the front, so they're happy with just staying in tabs with each other. Matt Ryan next on the move to go past Tony Parr.
Oh, Finley, 3 seconds.
Another penalty. Is Matt Ryan doing it on the inside here into turn 1?
Surely not.
My goodness me. He thought about it. He didn't really commit to it though. I think he was a bit hesitant on them both. He should have just sent it really. But I think he was waiting for DRS on this corner. On this straight. So, which he does. But Tony Parr has a decent exit, but I don't think that's going to do much for him because Matt Ryan is using. And he's using DRS and he goes nice and swiftly down the inside. And he makes that move up to 8. So Tony Parr dropping. Even though he's got more, well, he's got older tyres, so, oh my goodness me, he's just sent it on. Matt Ryan, bit late. Unless they didn't realise that Matt Ryan was going so slow in that corner, but Casper's run wide there, that might be a pickable warning. Well, no surprise he's run wide, because Nick's right behind him on set of softs, mind you, so yeah, Nick, we'll see what he can do. He's got, them two drivers got a good gap. Obviously Nick needs to pit again, so that's why no wonder why he's doing the softs. Yeah. But in the battle of the wooden spoon, though, between Matt Ryan and Ahmed, Matt Ryan is currently leading that. Oh, Indigo. Oh, Glot's in the pits, by the way.
Glot's got the jump on Indigo then.
And Lakitu's in the pits.
But he's going to go in.
Hold out.
Wait, he stays out.
Hold out. Yeah. Is Indigo going to hold out and try and just get fresher tyres at the end? Might be a strategy, but Glock's gone softs, so quite interesting. If Indigo does react as Finney's on softs as well, they kick all on softs, so I'm sure they don't expect another safety car anyway.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more safety cars saying that there might be a safety car near the end. So the key to Finley have gone on softs.
Yep, and Nick's on mediums, which is probably a better tyre.
Yeah, I don't think softs will get to the end for me. I tried it once and no, just doesn't work.
Yeah, well, we'll see, but we'll see what Indigo does. He's got a good gap, so he's,
he'll come out and he'll probably come out quite close as well.
What's the gap between Glock and Leroy?
Around about 5 seconds-ish?
7?
No, wait, it's more than that. 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yes, well, yes, 10 seconds, yeah.
But it will come drastically down because
10 seconds,
new tyres are a bit OP.
Well, he's got to hold on for 8 laps, 10 seconds, Jess. Can he do it?
So he's gonna be on those tyres for 16 laps. Indigo's in. And I think Waits will be the last driver to come in for his final stop.
And
guess who's... Waitsy's spinned it.
Oh, Waitsy spun it.
He's out of safety car.
And it is a safety car, and he's tried to turn it around, and he's hit the wall, and they destroyed his car.
Oh, that is cruel.
Go in the pits. And this is gonna, well, Indigo I think was committed anyway. He was already in the pits, so he's fine. So I don't know if that could cost us. Going to help Indigo. And it has, because he's got way ahead of Glock. Glock is going to be fuming. Yeah.
Tony Parr has not done his 2 stops yet, I don't think.
Oh, Not
Wait,
again, Tony.
wait. Yeah, Tony's done a non-mandatory.
Oh my life, not again. Oh,
So
what's happening with
that
the
leaves, I think everyone else, I believe, is fine in terms of them doing their mandatories. Tony's screwed. So, good luck, Tony.
Well, this is sort of screwed over Leroy and Deck here at the moment. Now, what do Ferrari do here? What does Deck do? Does he play the team game and just stay out? And just try and do a defensive Deck masterclass?
I was in exactly the same position in the league where I chose the option to stay out. I defended on the hards, which were probably about the same age as Leroy's, for like 2 laps, and then 2 or 3 cars overtook me. But then some of them got caught up in an incident anyway. But one.
It's a 9-second gap at the moment.
It is a 9-second gap, yeah.
9-second gap. So is Leroy in a pit? Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Make sure he doesn't
he's going to
speed in
get
the pit lane,
swamped
though. That's gonna be
otherwise.
quite interesting.
I thought Deck was going to be the guinea pig.
No, not quite. He's thinking points.
Indigo's obviously staying out. He just pitted. That was so lucky for him. Tony, well, he has to stay out. So it's Glock stays out. Oh,
that's...
yeah, both Ferraris go in.
That's, unfortunately, a time that normally helps Leroy in terms of safety cars. It's not quite helped him at all this race. So he's down to 7th. He's on set mediums as well, so he probably didn't have any softs left. He'd obviously have the freshest tyres out of everyone, but with not many laps to go, as Finley's hit the back of Matt Ryan apparently.
Oh, that's not gone well for Finley.
Yeah, well, something's happened there because Matt Ryan's now
11 seconds Finley's got of penalties.
Yeah, well, I think he might have just hit. Well, Finley's got no wing.
Ah.
I thought about Ryan had damage, and then I was just on board with Finley, and Finley's got no wing at all.
Well,
so
that's not going to help him in his championship hopes.
No, not at all. Lucky it's still a safety car, Jess, so he can sort of bat.
This is our 3rd one, so Matt Ryan has got it right so far.
Yep, and he's 20th, and he might get 9th at least. Well, he got nipped behind him.
He was a net P3 until the safety car came out.
Yep. Somehow. Yeah, Steffi made something quite interesting this season. This mandatory shoe stop. Steffi spiced it up a bit, but I think it's Indigo's race to lose at the moment. Then it's just Glock needs to absolutely clear past Tony, and I think really
watch out for Casper and JP. Pace. Watch out for those two, I think, and Leroy.
Well, they're on 5-lap old mediums, and obviously Lakitu. You don't watch out for Lakitu as well. 6.
Yeah, watch out for Lakitu. Pretty much watch out for the whole of the top. Whole of the top 10.
8.
8.
8, yeah. I'm going to include Deck on that one.
Yeah, because Deck can hold his own in stuff like this.
Yeah, Hoodie offended him with, with the sun joke. But there we go. Right then, as Finley's in the pits, and obviously Matt Ryan is in the pits, so I think that could be the last few stops then, Jess, for the guys. Well, obviously Tony Parr needs to pit again, so that's a free position. That's going to move up, obviously Leroy up to 6th at least. And obviously he can't even follow the safety car in as well, so he's got to stay out a lap. That's quite interesting for Tony Parr, see what he can do. Does he
Finley's in again, Matt Ryan, Stephen Elm, fresh off, not surprised.
Fresh offs, yeah. Trying to get fastest lap. Well,
you got to be inside the top 15.
Yeah, 15, yeah. So it won't help for Stephen, but Finley and Matt Ryan, I think that's what he's probably going to try and do now, Finley. Try and get fastest lap. Yeah. Well, it's probably a bit late, but... Yeah,
it has been quite an interesting race, quite a bit of safety cars, quite a bit of argy-bargy, but some good switchbacks as well.
Yeah, some good battles. Yeah, it's one of those, but...
we have people that weren't in contention, now in contention.
Yeah. I think we could. Safety car. The first safety car, the restart was a bit hectic. Second safety car was a bit more calmer.
That was it. That's because
And
they're
I
used to
think
it.
this one's going to go back
This
to the
one is
first one,
gonna.
Jess.
This one's gonna be chaos. The last safety car restart of any race is always chaos.
Yeah, especially with 5 laps to go.
Yes,
Which I'm sure
because
the
they're
safety car's
all
gonna
gonna
be
be
in this lap.
like
Surely
going
it's not
for
gonna
it.
be. Well, it might be one more lap. Oh,
Safety
so it'll be a late call,
car.
Jess.
Is he gonna go in?
Stay in. It's going to be a
No.
late call if it is.
If it was a late call, it would come in. The latest call it would
last-
come in is before the penultimate corner.
Yeah.
Safety car
There
in.
you go.
I was right.
There we go then. Here we go.
Do you want lottery numbers for Saturday? Joking. I'm rubbish at picking lottery numbers. Don't ever ask me to do that. Anyway, final 5 laps.
Anyway.
Grab your popcorn. Indigo
Yep.
leads. Forget about
This is gonna
Tony
be
because he
fun.
saw it has to stop. Glot in second. Casper third. And Indigo's going to go. And that was a good restart from Indigo as he makes his way towards turn number 1. Good restart from Glock as well. He's got to get past Tony ASAP,
Yep,
which
and
he
he
does. Nicely done from
Just a
him.
warning there. That's nice though.
Yeah,
Oh my life, it's pretty clean, Jess. I don't know what's going on
it
there.
is pretty clean at the
going
front.
on?
What is it like at the back? That looks
So
fine
all
as
side
well,
by side, I
Casper.
think there's Tony Parr, Casper down the inside of Tony Parr. I think it was the inside, but hey, he gets past him, and then next on the line is JP, who's been warmed at those tyres in the warm-up. I've seen him weaving so much, and he does get that move done as Lakitu follows him. Oh my goodness me! And Leroy's going to follow him around the outside. Is he going to do it? Is he going to risk it? Oh my life! Lakitu's just put someone in the wall, possibly JP. Oh my, Leroy's going to send it. Oh my life, and this is going to allow Deck down the inside, and he does get him. And that's going to be that move sort of cost there, Leroy there. But Deck's up to 7th, and it's tied. It's Tony Parr. But let's see what Glock can do now. 1.6 seconds to catch up to Indigo.
I think Indigo's got this in the bag. He's flying.
Yeah, unless he gets a penalty here. But Leroy round the outside of Tony Parr. No DRS in use. Kev, Nick down the inside. No, not quite. Right at the move done. But Kev, oh my life, he's going to go down the inside.
To be fair though, Indigo may lose out on the win because he was one of 2 drivers to go AI during the safety car's damage.
Nick's hit Tony Parr. Trying to brake. Oh no.
Tony's going to have to come in. Yeah, you are having Indigo did go AI under safety car with messaging on the Discord, so those 2 are going to be in a bit of trouble with the stewards later. Because you're not allowed to do that. No, it was pointed out in the driver's chat. I wouldn't have said it if it wasn't pointed out in the driver's chat.
Okay.
So those 2 will be in a spot of bother. Yep. As Tony's in the pits.
There we go. Yep. Hard look there from Tony, who got hit by Nick, who was trying to defend from someone, and Tony Parr's retired. Yeah, no surprise there, really. I think it's a bit annoying, but when you're outside the points, that many laps left.
There's Lewis. Ahmed and
Ahmed and Stephen. Oh my life! Well, what happened there? Something happened there.
A lot of things happened.
A lot of things has happened, but Deck at the moment, he's pulled away from Leroy, and he's right behind JP. This Deck is. I must have offended him with the remark I mentioned.
The ginger joke. Oh God.
Well, I wasn't going to mention it again, Jess. Come on. Yeah.
He's trying to prove you wrong, Matt. He's trying to prove you wrong.
Yeah. There we go then. I'm trying to think of an Ed Sheeran song, but I can't. But hey ho. Lakitu on the back of Casper. Again. Lakitu's got fresher tyres, and DRS is enabled now. And Indigo, I think Glock's settling for 2nd here. It's good for the championship. Finley's nowhere near, so doesn't have to do anything special.
I think Glock's falling away from both championship contenders, so this is good for him.
Finley down the inside of Kev. It's that move. He's got a penalty though, so it's not going to cost him that much. But Deck going to make a move on JP here. Get a better run. He's going to use his ERS. It's not going to cost him too much.
Lakitu on Casper, sorry to cut you off. Lakitu to the inside, up to 3rd, he's on the podium.
And Deck up to 5th. Oh my goodness me, I've never been so proud in my life if he holds on to 5th.
He's doing well on the softs
though. I'll get a message later anyway. Yep. Sure
The
we'll get
softs
a
will
message
go.
later. He's got the frestest tyres, by the way, Jess. So.
Yeah, oh, that is true.
It's done a bit more. Yeah, still be a push to get past these guys now, but I won't
Never
count it
say
out.
never with Dak.
Never say never.
He
2
can
laps.
hold his own.
Oh, Lewis Fraser and Michelle. Michelle's had a bit of a moment there. He's got a bit of dirt on his tyres, but Lewis Fraser up to 11th, Michelle down to 13th, so he must have a big moment there. But Finley on the back of Leroy. There's DRS, but Leroy is on the back of JP, and JP still within DRS of Deck, so he's not been able to break DRS there in the second sector. That could cost him there, but Nick down, well, around the outside of Kev doesn't make that move, well, makes it easy really. Yeah, so I think this is your top 3 then, Jess, unless, well, yep, so there we go. So not final lap, 2 laps to go as Lahir
Don't do what I did in don't do what I did in Saudi and call the last lap a lap early.
Yeah,
in another league.
But JP's still on the back of Deck, so he's not been able to pull away. Obviously, JP's had a bit of pace. He's obviously stayed with the top 2 earlier in the race, so he's no slouch at all. But obviously, 10-lap-old mediums and compared to 5-lap-old softs, you know, you'd think there might be a bit of a difference. But let's
it will be roughly about the same, I think.
ERS there. Yep. Yeah, ERS is about the same as well. But obviously, with JP on mediums, it's not mediums. With DRS, it's helping him keep close. It's going to keep the pressure on Deck. Yep, so I was just about to mention Kevin and Nick, but obviously that's not going to happen. So, yeah, we'll see what, well, see if Deck can hold on to 5th. He's got 2 laps to go then.
2 laps to go till the end of this one.
But, yeah, clock is absolutely just cruising to the end now because that's just open 3.5 seconds. So,
he's
happy with that.
I think obviously Glock is leading his rivals anyway, so he wouldn't be too disappointed with a Saka, but he would have wanted a win.
Oh yeah, of course, but yeah, he's only won once this season, and that was last round. So, and he's leading the championship. So
that's because he's been the most consistent driver out of everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow.
He's had a better form in the last half of the season.
That's going to allow Leroy a little look.
Leroy almost had a look on JP there.
Yeah. But Finley's not too far behind. He's pressurising Leroy here to make a move on Finley as, well, not Finley, make a move on JP as Finley's had a bit of a moment there. But Leroy's low on ERS as well. Well, they're all on low on ERS, so I'm not even going to mention it. But Leroy, can he make the move now? He's going to use his ERS. What's Deck going to do? Deck, hold on,
Deck to the inside.
Last lap now. This is last lap. This is last lap. Oh my goodness me! This is going to allow Leroy move. Oh my! Oh, in the corner.
That was tight. Very tight.
Come on, move.
And Deck keeps a hold of these guys as well in front. JP and Leroy still there. Nick's in this train as well. Yep. That's how they've been scrubbling.
Come on, Deck.
Oh, Philly's had a bit of a squabble. Deck, I think, she's about to go hold on. Here goes Philly on Leroy.
He might not do, because there's ERS and plus a lunge straight here. Oh, Finley on Leroy, round the outside. Can Finley hold on? Leroy's going to use ERS here.
Oh, it's going to be 3 wide.
2 championship contenders. Oh, bit of contact there. Oh, but Finley holds on. What about JP? JP's using. Deck's using. Deck might just be able to hold on. Finley. It's going to be 3 wide, is it? Just no, not quite.
Oh,
but Leroy on their side. Indigo's won the race. Oh my life, there you go. Nick and Leroy make contact, and that's a bit of a moment. But Deck's going to hold on to P5.
Yes, he is. Deck's going to be 5th. JP 6th. Leroy just about gets 7th.
Yeah, and Finley's dropping down to 11th now. Oh my goodness me.
That's going to drop quite a bit. Sorry, Indigo. There was so much happening in the back that we quite.
Across the line.
Yeah, let's follow Indigo now. But yeah, Indigo, a really good race win from him. And I think since that last safety car restart, he just controlled it.
Yep. Yeah,
Too many safety cars.
Never enough, Jess.
But that kind of makes up for not getting any in Hungary, choking. But I believe that's Indigo's. How many wins has Indigo had this season? Second?
Is that
third?
number 2?
It's either 2
Then
or
you got a
3.
second.
I know that.
2 or 3.
So.
Double check for that one.
Whilst you do that, we'll look through your
Indigo.
results. So.
He's only had 1.
It's only had. Oh, he won in Japan. I know
Well,
that.
he got a second. Yeah. He got a second the previous one. But there we go, Indigo. Great race there from him, from 4th on the grid. Never discount him, and he takes his 2nd win of the season as a reserve driver. So great points for Alpine. Glock in 2nd. Great, just solid race there from him. Extends his championship lead. Nikita in 3rd. Casper in 4th. Deck in a brilliant 5th for Ferrari. Carlos Sainz esque drive from him there, and JP in 6th. Leroy 7th. Nick, Kev, Lewis, Finley in 8th all the way down to the 11th, and then rounding off the points is Matt Ryan, Stephen, Ahmed and Michelle. The DNFs are Tony Pearl, Waitsy, Yahan, Pete and Julie Show. 5 seconds
Julie Show disconnected.
Right, Lawrence Barretto. Lawrence Barretto, they're having a 60-second countdown. Recap of the race. We should do that.
I was literally going to say something before that, but I completely forgot what I was going to say.
That's alright.
I had a bit of a mind blank, but it's probably going to come back to me afterwards. Oh yes, Julie Show didn't even make the start of the race because he disconnected, but apart from that, everyone else was fine. Still a bit of arguments on whether certain stops count, but don't ask me. Don't ask me. It's all up to the stewards now, but it was confirmed on stream that it was legal, so we're going to stand by that decision. But anyway, next week is China next week, and we do know that China likes to bring a sprinkle of rain.
Rain, yeah.
Like it always happens every time I commentate or race a race. I tend to always race around wet China tracks, whether it's either in sprint races or in main races or even qualifying. So I think it could be quite intense in the last 3 rounds, but China, the last track in the similar region to Singapore, and then we obviously go to Europe for Belgium and Portugal for the final 2 rounds.
Yep, we do. So, yeah, we're nearing the end of the season, Jess, and Glock has made a giant step to taking his 2nd crown back-to-back F1 crowns.
Oh yeah, because he was the last one to have won an F1 crown, I believe.
Yeah. So, yeah, not quite with F2, but yeah. So he's got his hand on possibly his 2nd championship VSL title. So, yeah, we'll see what Finley can do next week as he bounces back, and Nick as well. It's not over yet. 3 races to go. You know what those races tend to throw up, and also you got your last special event of the season, 2 35% races around Portugal, so that's always going to throw up some spice. So,
I'm excited. Yeah. I commentated on the Portugal race on Monday and it was spectacular, so 2 35% races around Portugal, I'm excited, but we have to wait until the end of the season for that, which is at the 24th of April. Pretty much all my last commentaries for general leagues is around about that week. So yeah.
We knew that F1 24 was coming out early.
No, we did not know the release date at all. We do not know the release. It was just good timing. You just had the good timing. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna love you and leave you there. See us next week for China. Have a good evening and take care, everybody, to try and find the ending soon screen. There we go. See you soon. Bye bye.